Hey everyone, it's Audrea. I thought I'd join the rest of you and get in front of the camera and just share a few words with you as we come to the end of our first week in our new lives at home all the time. I hope that you all are doing well. As I've gotten to speak to a few of you over the last few days, I've been super impressed with the efforts that you're making to connect with the kids in your church. It's been so wonderful to hear the stories of how you've gotten in front of the camera to record messages for them or to continue doing your kids' church service. I've loved hearing how various ones of you have been making the most of social media like you've never done before to connect with your kids and your parents. I think it's awesome. Keep that up. God will continue to give you the creative energy to continue to provide ministry that is meaningful and effective. I also wanted to remind you of a couple of things really quickly. First is, as we continue in this mode, right, where we have to provide ministry from a distance, I want to ask you to keep or have a goal in mind if you don't already. Why are you doing the things that you're doing? Why are you making the particular choices that you're making? Maybe it's to continue to disciple kids, or to share the gospel with kids, or just to provide fun for kids and families since they're cooped up at home all day, every day. Whatever it is, have a goal. Be sure to include in your goal list that the effort of training parents to minister to their children. Don't continue to take the lead role, right? I know that all of us have families in our church that are awesome at ministering to their kids and take the lead in sharing the gospel and discipling their sons and daughters. But there are others that still need to grow in their confidence and capability in this area. So how can the ministry that you're producing support that effort? Keep that in mind as you continue to move forward. The next thing I want to remind you of is use your team. If you've got a ministry team of leaders, get them to work as well. Maybe one of them can create a video that could be shared. You don't have to do it all yourself, so don't. Last thing, use this time as an opportunity to shore up the weak spots in your ministry on the administrative side. Do you already have policies and guidelines in place for your ministry? For drop off and pick up and sickness and that kind of stuff? Are those things clearly established and published somewhere for families to see? Do you already have guidelines for how volunteers can get involved? Have you been providing all of your volunteers an application that they would work through before they get employed in ministry at your church? And are all your volunteers background checked? Have you done those things? If you haven't, this is a great time to work on those goals, right? All of us should have these things in place. And believe me, right, I'm a children's pastor at my church. It's a small church. I only have a couple of kids, literally. But I realize that there are certain aspects on the administrative side that I haven't properly handled. And so I'm working over these next several days to get that together so that there aren't any missing links and I don't have the excuse of I've been too busy, there's been too much going on. This is the perfect time to get to work on those things that you've been putting off for a long time. Well, that's all I had to say today. Know that I'm praying for you, that I'm proud of you. We all at the network office are super proud of all that you're doing to continue to minister. Keep it up and stay in touch. If you've got stories to share or ideas to share, I'd love to hear them. I'd be happy to share them for you. All right, God bless you and stay well.